Hi Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 2020 money and career reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload new videos, and I upload all the time, just hit the bell notification button. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be located in the description box below. Now before I begin this reading, let's clear the energy space, raising our energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from your body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as you enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bulls sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Capricorn, November 2020 money and career, Capricorn. November 2020 money and career, Capricorn. November 2020 money and career, Capricorn. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly, guide this reading and show me clearly. Fantastic. All right. And let's see what your chakra energy has to say for this time. Capricorn. November 2020, money and career, Capricorn. November 2020, money and career, Capricorn. November 2020, money and career, Capricorn. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. And we start here with universal light. This is the soul star chakra located 6 inches above your crown. This is, the way I see this is you at the center. And this is that light shining from you, raising you up into the ether, going down, rooting you into the ground, and shining a light for you as you move forward. So the universal light is guiding you. And this is something that other people will feel around you. They might not know how to put it into words, but there's a real depth and there's a real power of being to you during this time. So standing tall in that power and really embracing it is quite lovely and quite powerful for you. And then we have inspiration. Now this is the sacral chakra. This is where a lot of negativity from this life, from past lives, handed down from our DNA line, is held. So here with inspiration, this is a new dawn. This is a new horizon. And you're going to see yourself kind of looking at what has held you back, whether it be from a past life, things that we don't know exactly why we have these hardships, these roadblocks that we hit. So those are our past life. And then we have handed down through our DNA line. oh, well, we're always like this. We never have good luck. It's always a struggle. It's always a trauma. And so here, there is that sense of looking at what you've inherited and purging yourself of it, purging yourself of a bleak horizon and saying, no, the dawn is coming. I am moving forward. And that light inspires, and that light becomes the universal light that shines from you and moves you forward in inspiration, gathering ideas, looking at things in a way that really broadens your mind and takes you that one step higher than you had thought you could be. And then we have nurturing. Now, this is the Earth Star Chakra located 6 inches below your feet. You are nurturing what you love. You are nurturing what is important to you. You're nurturing what it is that you desire. So there's something here. There's something bigger that's coming into your life and that you're preparing yourself for. And you're nurturing it as you step into your power, as you step into your knowledge, as you embrace your grace. Now, the left-hand side here is your inner self. The middle is your heart, your emotional self. The right-hand side is the public arena, the public self. So let's see what the cards have to say. We have the 6 of Swords moving forward, the 2 of Wands, the 8 of Cups, and the Universe. Strength, so strong Leo presence. This is a time frame of July 23rd to August 22nd. Page of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Ace of Swords, you're definitely taking this gift. Queen of Cups, this is water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And this is also the Queen of the Heart. So your heart is really quite powerful for you and really guiding you forward during this time. Let me just move this camera so that you can see better. Awesome. Then we have the 10 of Wands reversed, which is fantastic. The Hanged Man, the 9 of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so exhaling, just clearing away, because the public arena is intense. You do deal with nightmares here, things where it's not necessarily nightmares like, oh, my gosh, this is something that I absolutely fear. It can be just the mind becoming too intense, okay? The mind, sitting there and making things bigger than they actually are. That is a place that can be very, very real for us. And then there's the student. There's being a student of what you desire, of what you want. You're seeing a lot of the hurts, the pains, the disappointments, the weights that you've been carrying on your shoulders. Oh, excuse me. I do apologize. You see a lot of that weight moving away, and you're looking at things so differently than you were before. And it does bring fears up here, but it has you looking at things in a new light, in a new way, in a new you. So this is very powerful. And this here, okay, so let's see what your people message is, and then we'll get to everything that the tarot is saying. All right. Capricorn. Who are the people who will aid Capricorn, November 2020, money and career? Who are the people who will aid Capricorn, November 2020, money and career? Who are the people who will aid Capricorn? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. Yay. So we have we have the Queen of Pentacles. Now this calls to you because you are, of course, an earth sign energy represented by the Pentacles in the minor arcana, represented by the Devil in the major arcana. Earth sign energy calls to earth sign energy. So where you are a student, you feel that this person is kind of a master of their craft, has a greater understanding. This is somebody who is wise, okay? This is somebody whose energy vibration really resonates with yours. You're sitting there and you're like, wow, this makes a lot of sense. Now, this doesn't have to be somebody you know in real life. This could be a person who, really inspires you in a way of prosperity, in a way of seeing the interconnectedness of the world in a different way than you yourself see it. Being empowered, being emboldened, really opening up your eyes to things. And then this leads you to the Princess of Pentacles. Again, another being, another person that you feel a very strong connection with as an earth sign energy. This is a person who is very studious, okay? This is a person who looks at things from different angles. They have a younger, more youthful energy to them. They don't have to be a younger individual themselves. They just have this essence of curiosity, of kind of wanting to push the limits, kind of looking at things and saying, well, why not? And as they do so, their curiosity inspires. It's like, well, why not look at things this way? Why not move forward that way? Why not ask this question? And then it leads you to the Lovers, which is Gemini energy, May 21st to June 20th. This is a person, again, who's astoundingly inquisitive. This is a person who's very passionate, all right? And this is a person who shares their passion. They can have very differing points of view. They can almost seem polarized in two opposite ways of looking at things. And it might not make sense when you first look at it, like at the surface value. But when you go deeper, you're like, oh, I see. I see where they stand. I see why they stand there. I see this. And it inspires. It inspires to look deeper. It inspires to embrace the duality of personality. And it leads you here to moving forward. There is a sense during this time, and it's around your career, all right? And it's not so much, okay, so it's not so much your prosperity. You're figuring things out with your prosperity. There's a bit of inspiration and blessing there, which is very, very good, and we want to hold on to that. But with the Six of Swords, there is this sense of gathering up your knowledge, gathering up your information, and moving forward. Now, this can be planning to switch jobs. This can be planning to go for a different position within where you're working, or, to look at things and say, well, why not? I've always wanted to. Why not? Why not take that risk on myself? Why not see myself move forward? You gather up your ideas and you move to a place that was once unknown. And it is scary and it can be overwhelming, but it is also empowering and invigorating and very much calling to where it is that you need to be, which is changing things and moving forward. With the Three of Wands, this is a sense of embracing, just like that inspiration is showing you a new horizon, it's embracing a new horizon and not saying, oh, this is a place where I have to jealously guard this. You're like, no, this is an inspiration that I can share, that I can build off of, that I can build with, that can become so much more than what I had originally thought it could. And as you embrace this new horizon, you embrace a new you. You're actually going to be rather surprised with the way that you see things, with the way that you are inspired by things, with the way that you are moving forward. And that leads you, because your inner self is all about this transformative time. It's all about this change. It leads you to the Eight of Cups, walking away from something you once thought you would love. You once thought, oh, this is where I stand. This is who I am. This is exactly it. And now you're sitting there and saying, why? Why do I want that? Why does it have to be like that? Why am I doing that? And you're finding things don't fit. It's kind of like having a really nice pair of shoes or your favorite pair of shoes that you always wore. They were always so comfortable. And then one day you put them on and they're not. And you're like, wait a minute, what just happened here? And you're looking at things in that way. It's kind of like this once fit, but now it doesn't. And the fact of the matter is, it hasn't for quite some time. And so you're sitting there and you're looking at the way that you want to move forward. You're looking at what it is that you desire. You're looking at the bigger picture of you. And you're walking away. You're walking away from something that once was very comfortable. You're walking away from something that once fit, but now doesn't. And there's no shame in that. There is a sense of, oh, I'm going to make it work. Oh, I'm jumping the gun. It's like, no, I'm not. This is truth. And I'm moving forward in this truth. And Capricorn, you're a very sensible person, okay, just by nature. You're not kind of hot-headed and you just jump to make decisions. You're very sensible. You're very grounded. And this is a time where you're seeing your sensibility, you're grounded, your understanding, your passion leads you in a different direction. It's time to embrace that. And it brings you to the universe. It brings you to the universe opening up to you. It brings you to really planting your roots in rich, beautiful soil. Reaching your arms up to the heavens and saying, I'm seeing something and I'm embracing something so much more than what I had originally thought. And as the universe opens, and as you open to the universe, you have here strength coming in. And this is the strength of character. This is the strength of self. This is the strength of compassion. This is the strength of love. So this strength moves you forward. This is a strength that says, okay, you know what? It's time. It's time to embrace me. It's time to not, be fighting the dragons, be fighting the upsets, the upheavals. It's time to look at things and say, I am in control. This is strength of compassion, of kindness, of love, of understanding of self. And this is what is crowning your heart. This compassion to move you forward. This compassion to see what it is that you truly want. This bigger picture, this greater understanding. And as you embrace this strength, you have the repeat of the number 8 here. The number 8 shows a high feminine energy. So the sacred feminine is with you. This can also be taking things really seriously during this time, which isn't a bad thing. Life, career, money, those are serious topics. But you don't want to be so serious that you forget the joy in life. You forget the beauty. This is also good luck being with you. So you don't want to also be so serious that you miss the blessings that come your way, because they can be very small. They can be very subtle, but they're going to be very individually powerful. It means a lot to your heart, your soul, yourself. And it moves you to being a student of your mind. It moves you to the Page of Swords. This is being a student. The pages, and you have 2 pages here. So you're very inclined to be hyper inquisitive during this time, to seek deeper, to search for more. And as you do so, you look at things more openly and more honestly for yourself. As you do so, you're going to kind of toy with different ideas. You're going to try and look at things and, ask deeper questions, especially as you see your horizon opening up to you. It's kind of like, well, how can I move forward this way? And what do I want there? And your heart and your mind are talking to each other. Why is this important? I firmly believe that we are emotional beings. And as emotional beings, we have to be in communication with our hearts and our minds. Because if we just let our heart rule, then we can be chaos of emotion. If we just let our mind rule, we can be coldness of mind. Just everything has to be so terribly logical all the time. Here, it's the heart and the mind coming together. It's the asking deeper questions. It's the looking at things more openly, more honestly for yourself. It's seeking, it's finding, it's becoming. And as you are having this awakening within your heart of knowledge of what your heart wants and of what your mind thinks to be true and of, the ground that you want to cover within your life and the way that you want to move forward, God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is handing you a gift of knowledge, of clarity. And you're using it to embrace and to enhance your student self, to kind of break down barriers and say, this is where I stand, this is what I stand for, and this is what I want from my life. There is absolute knowledge coming in, and you're going to feel it. And it sounds funny to say that you feel it within your heart, but you do feel it within your heart, Capricorn. It's like, this is my knowledge, this is my truth, this is what resonates with me, and this is where I have to stand. This is what I have to stand for. And it leads you to being a student of your heart. It leads you to being not just a student of your heart, but being a master of your heart. So it's a master craftsman here. It's kind of like when people would apprentice. You would apprentice to a master craftsman. You would apprentice to somebody who knew their trade so well. This is being a student of the heart, right? And then this is being a student of the mind. I do apologize. This is being a master of the heart. It's like, I know what I'm creating. I know what I'm cultivating. I know what I need, what I want, what I'm looking for. And this is what you're embracing. You're embracing this deep, deep sense of love, and it's grounding you. You have strength, you have determination, you have knowledge moving you forward with your heart, but your heart is grounded in love. It's grounded in compassion. It's grounded in beauty and in understanding. And it leads you to the 10 of Wands reversed. And the 10 of Wands reversed, if you want any card reversed, this is definitely one of them. The 10 of Wands reversed is a taking of all the weight that we carry. And it's literally just dumping it down. So And it might not be as elegantly as we want to, to let go of the burdens that we carry. But it's kind of like enough is enough. And you've reached that point within your career. It's like enough is enough. Inwardly, you're looking forward, and you're seeing brighter horizons. You're seeing a way forward. You're looking at more than what you had originally expected. And as you release, you find. And this is also saying, Capricorn, you cannot carry other people's burdens for them. You can't. You're going to want to. And that's a big thing with the 10 of Wands. We are going to want to take other people's doubts, other people's fears, other people's angers, and say, oh, don't worry, I got it. I got it. I can handle this. I can handle this. But if we're taking everybody else's life lessons from them, we're not helping them. We're just prolonging their lessons to come forward. And so here, it's like, stop that. And you're going to be stopping that. It's like, no, you need to figure it out. It's kind of like teach a man to fish and he eats forever. Fish for a man, or give a man a fish, there we go, and he eats for a day. It's very much that mentality here. It's like, no, let's see how you can discover this. But you're also saying to yourself, you're looking at your dreams, at your desires, and it's like, it's time. And it's not necessarily even that you're consciously doing this. You're consciously saying, oh, well, I want to bring my dreams to the forefront, or, oh, I can't carry anything else anymore. Spirit is going to kind of do this for you and push you forward in a way that you hadn't anticipated. And it leads you to the Hangman. It leads you to seeing situations very, very, very differently. As you embrace new horizons, as you become a student of your mind, you see things very differently. And you're going to think, wow, I'm wrong. Wow, I can't just see things this differently, or I can't just be this different. And it's like, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Don't doubt you. Don't sit there and think, oh, I'm not doing this right, because you are. You might not get it right every moment of every day. You're human. And that's fine. But don't sit there and say, oh, I have to be just like everybody else, or else I'm never going to get to where I need to be. There's a beauty in your uniqueness. There's a beauty in your individuality that you have to embrace. And you have to do it for you. And as you embrace this, a lot of doubts and fears are going to come up that say, I can't be successful if I walk down this path. Now, this is not saying, quit your job, join the circus, things like that. This is saying, uphold your responsibilities. I believe very firmly in responsibilities. But this is also saying that as you uphold your responsibilities, if you carve out 10 minutes, one day, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, to start embracing what you are truly passionate about and bringing that light into your day-to-day life, you will start to see things taking spectacular turns. You will start to see yourself moving forward, or moving in a way that you hadn't anticipated. It lifts the darkness from the shoulders. It lifts the darkness from the eyes. And here with the 9 of Swords, it's not being able to see. It's like, oh my gosh, it's so much, I can't be there. It's the doubts, it's the fears, it's 1,005 different ways that we as individuals can fail. It's like, yeah, okay, I get that. But it's time not to let the nightmares become the rulers of ourselves, of our lives. It's time to look at what we desire and say, okay, I'm afraid, but I'm still moving forward because you are. And it leads you to being a student of your prosperity. It leads you to seeing new opportunities. It leads you to coming to things with a beginner's mind, with a child's innocence and a child's saying, well, why? Why not do it this way? Why not look at it this way? Why not be prosperous like this? And it's opening up doors that were barred to you before. And you didn't know that they were barred. It's opening up realization. It's opening up an avenue for you that you didn't even think was a way to walk forward. It wasn't that you thought, oh, this road is closed. It's like you didn't even know the road existed. And now, because you're coming to things with such an ingenious way of looking at things, it's like, oh yeah, I can do this. It's like, why not give it a shot? Why not give it a try? So let's go deeper. Capricorn, November 2020, money and career, Capricorn. November 2020, money and career, Capricorn. November 2020 money and career, Capricorn. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Ooh, goodness. Oh, let me grab that one. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Let's take these that turned over. There we go. Angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. And let's see the people that we need to be mindful of during this time. Who are the people that Capricorn needs to be mindful of? November 2020 money and career. Who are the people Capricorn needs to be mindful of? November 2020 money and career. Who are the people Capricorn needs to be mindful of? November 2020 money and career. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay, these three. So we start off here with the Prince of Wands. Fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is a person who is charging forward. They don't really think things through as deeply and as well as you would like them to. They're also a bit hot-headed, and they tend to react, is what Spirit is saying here. Instead of just acting rashly, they tend to react to things and then just keep on plowing forward. And so that's something you're going to really want to be mindful of and not be caught up in. It's like, no, that's not for you. Then we have the Queen of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is somebody who's rather cold and distant during this time. They're very much caught up in their own mind and their own self. They can be very biting with their words. It's mainly because they're so much in their own head right now. And you're not going to appreciate it, but it's almost as if this is how that person is. Like, they get this way. They get caught up in their own minds. They get caught up in their own thoughts. They get caught up in their own self. It's not making an excuse for it. It's just kind of a little bit of their personality. And they can become cold. They can become distant. They can become wrapped up in their own thoughts. And then they can come back to earth. So you're just just be mindful of that, where it's just like, I'm not saying that they're doing it really on purpose and they're not just doing it to you, but be mindful also of how sharp their words can be. And they don't realize that. They don't realize that about them. They think, oh, well, I'm fine. What's wrong with you? And it's like, no, you're not fine. What the heck? So you're going to want to distance yourself from the Queen of Swords. And then we have the Princess of Swords. This person is different. And this person likes to gather up secrets and tell them to people. And that's not cool. And so really with the Princess of Swords, just don't engage. It's very gossipy. It's very, like sitting there and trying to see how best to use the information as a weapon. Okay, so let's see here. We have the King of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Hierophant. Wow, what a powerful line. The Hierophant is, of course, Taurus energy, a time frame April 20th to May 20th. You have the Empress, the Nine of Cups, oh my gosh, and the High Priestess. Wow, to go deeper is beautiful with you. Then we have the Chariot, the Knight of Swords, okay, and the Five of Cups. So this is intense. It's like you go deeper, and boy, Capricorn, do you go deep. So we're starting off with the King of Cups. Now this is with the Six of Swords and the Three of Wands. So as you're taking your knowledge and you're moving forward, as you're seeing a new horizon, you are learning to be king, quite frankly, of yourself. And it sounds rather simple to say, you're simply king of you, but it is really powerful. Because the King of Cups, yes, it is implied that he is a king of this huge kingdom, but in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, he is a king on a rock in the middle of the water. And so he is a king simply of himself. And that is what each and every one of us human beings are. We are kings, we are queens, we are rulers of ourselves. And to rule our lives with knowledge and with the beauty of the new horizon, guiding us forward, that's enough. That is enough. And so it's taking that knowledge, it's taking that understanding, and it's opening up the world to our hearts, to our souls, to what we desire. And it brings us to the Queen of Wands. This is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You're walking away from what you once thought you would love to embrace your passion, to embrace your creativity, to stand in your power. And this has to do with career. This has to do with the way that you're moving forward, because you're finding, and you're going to be rather introspective, rather quiet, okay? During this time, you take things in for you. It's not for everybody else. And you find that you need to embrace your understanding, your soul, your desire, your power, your purpose, that you are a lot stronger and a lot more capable than you give yourself credit for. And that opens up the universe to you. That opens the world up to you in a way that you hadn't anticipated, that you didn't realize. And it leads you to being the Empress. It leads you to being a person who claims their throne, okay, who claims their voice as you find your strength, as you become a student of your knowledge, of your weapon, which is your knowledge, your understanding, your depth and breadth of self. And this has you being more powerful than you had realized. This has you also being astoundingly creative as you step forward. And as you do this, the Nine of Cups opens up. And the Nine of Cups with the Ace of Swords giving you this gift that you most definitely take and broadens your mind, okay? Brings a radiance to you, brings a wish coming forward to you, brings a beauty, brings an understanding to you that you hadn't anticipated, that you hadn't seen before. And people are going to find it much easier to say, oh, wow, Capricorn, there's something different about you. There's a radiance to you. There's a brilliance to you. Whereas you yourself are going to be like, oh, why? Why? This is just me being curious, or, oh, this is just silliness. It's like, no, it's not. It's real radiance. And you have, again, this divine feminine energy coming forward with the Empress and with the High Priestess. Okay, and you have the High Priestess and you have the High Priest right here, which make a beautiful combination. The High Priestess can be linked with, the Hierophant, the Magician, and the Hermit, just absolutely magnificently. And here it is the embracing of power. One is in a lot more orthodoxy, so this is being very true to yourself. It doesn't mean that it has to be an orthodoxy of faith, but it is a orthodoxy of self. It's like, this is my truth, this is my power, this is how I'm moving forward. And the High Priestess is more of the mystery. It's more of the brilliance in the shadows. It's more of the riddles, the rhymes, the poetry that divinity speaks to us and how we have to unravel it. And as you are embracing this, and as you are seeing this, and as you are gaining this as an understanding, you're seeing behind the veil of people, you're seeing behind the veil of yourself, meaning you're seeing things much more deeply, much more openly, and much more powerfully than you have before. And it is embracing you with your heart in a way that you didn't realize. It's opening you up to love and to brilliance in a way that takes your breath away, in a way that can make you feel astoundingly vulnerable at times. And it has you here moving forward in what you love as the weight falls from your shoulders, as you see the world so differently than others, or as you let yourself be the different, unique individual that you are. And then you move forward in love, and you become a defender of love, of what you desire, of where it is that you want to be, of how it is that you want to move forward. And it makes you a knight. It makes you a defender of truth, of your words. There's a sense of moving forward very quickly. So you want to make sure that you don't rush forward so quickly that you lose something very valuable to you in the speed, because you're the slowest moving knight in the major arcana, in the minor arcana. You're represented by the Knight of Pentacles, who moves very slowly, very methodically. The Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight. So you want to make sure that something isn't lost in translation, right? So as you're taking your ideas, as you're facing nightmares, oh, okay. So Spirit was just like, Dane, hello. As you're facing nightmares, you're slaying demons, okay? And you're the white knight of your story. You're the hero that comes in and says, yes, there's all this fear and there's all this horror in the world. But I am not going to let that define me. I am not going to let that be my guiding light. I am moving forward in my truth, in my justice, in myself. And this is slaying the dragons. This is cutting through the thorns, the poison, and moving past what most people get completely torn up in. And it's saying, I am moving forward in my truth, in my passion, in my power, in a desire that is really quite magnificent for me. And as you do this, you embrace yourself, you embrace your soul. And it is true, you don't want to move forward so fast that something's lost in translation. But you do want to move forward with a speed and ferocity of spirit to not sit there and say, oh no, well, I can't do that quite yet. I have to just wait a little bit longer. So you're going to want to take that speed and really run with it. And then as you become a student of your prosperity, of your bounty, of the way that you move forward, you have the Five of Cups coming in. And it says, change your mind, change your life. Change what you are looking at. And you will start to change your whole entire world. Change what you are focusing on. Change the narrative that you speak to yourself. And you will start to change your world. Let's see what your spirit animal message is. Capricorn. November 2020 money and career, Capricorn. November 2020 money and career, Capricorn. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Ooh, okay. And show me clearly. There we go. So we have here the bat spirit. A rebirth is assured. You are being reborn into your power, into your grace, into your beauty, into yourself. So a rebirth is assured. And then we have the grasshopper spirit. Take a leap of faith on you. Take a leap of faith on you and see that you're pushing the boundaries. See that you're really moving yourself forward. And it brings you to the badger spirit. Be fearless and be bold. Do not let other people define you. Define yourself. Be fearless and be bold as you move forward. Your subconscious spirit animal message is the ant spirit. It's time to collaborate with you and with divinity, with others around you, as you embrace your heart, as you look at things anew. It's time to collaborate. It's time to see the bigger picture. It can just even be with your angels, writing it out in a journal. Your subconscious chakra message is flexibility. Again, it's the sacral chakra coming up. You are releasing a lot of negativity from this life and from past lives. And you're embracing a flexibility that is powerful and divinely driven. You're embracing wisdom that opens up doors for you. And as you do so, your subconscious people message is the King of Pentacles, is you as king, as ruler of yourself, as seeing the interconnectedness of life and of what you desire, of opening up your world, opening up your soul, and saying, I am the ruler. I am the ruler of my life, my dreams, myself, and I am opening up to new possibilities and endless possibilities of success, because success comes. So in the public arena, you are a student. In your subconscious self, you are a king. You are a ruler. And then this leads you to your subconscious tarot message, which is the Five of Pentacles. Subconsciously, you are overcoming a pauper's mentality, a sense of lack, a sense of I'm not entitled to, and you're finding that you are healing from this. And as you heal from this, you open up the door to your child self, to your developing self, your future self. You open up the door and you embrace success. And you say, no more. No more am I being defined by lack. I am being defined now by prosperity. And it brings you to your subconscious, to going deeper into your subconscious, and to the Five of Swords. This is a karmic lesson. You have the repeat of the number 5. Subconsciously, you're moving to a freer, more powerful, more beautiful place. And as you embrace this subconscious truth of this being a karmic debt, a life path lesson, you are going to find that you stand in your truth more, that you stand in your power more, and you say, this is me. This is what I desire. This is what I need. And this is where I stand. And it brings you to a place of power. It brings you to a place of freedom, but a freedom that at times feels painful to embrace. It's like, oh my gosh, can I do this? Can I move forward this way? And the answer is yes, you can. Yes, you can. You are deprogramming yourself from lack, from doubt, from fear, from not being good enough. But as you do that, you're embracing success. You're embracing power, and you're embracing a path you didn't even know could be opened up to you. All right, Capricorn, let's end this reading with a meditation, clearing away. Before we end this reading with a meditation, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Now, let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we move forward down a path we didn't think we could walk, in a truth, in a confidence, in a power we didn't think could be ours. As we embrace a new world, a new horizon, as new opportunities come our way, and as we clear the past from deciding our future. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Capricorn.